Hey everyone, for KazServer's Operation Desert Storm Mission 4, we'll be flying the UH-60L Black Hawk mod. There's only a couple things that you need to know for the mission, which is to be able to start the thing and navigate it. And also maybe fly it. So let's get started. Just a bunch of switches that you have to turn on. I'm not going to go over what these switches are, but the switches right here. Alright, now get your fuel. And this is your power control lever, or PCO. Get it to idle. And push the start button. You'll see the right engine come up on torque. And you'll see left engine come up to torque. Simple enough. Advance the PCO. See the RPM build up. Right engine's to green, left engine to green, and rotors to green. Turn on your SAS. And booster pumps. Okay, that's it for the startup. Next is navigation. So if you look at here, this is your GPS panel. You want to turn it on to that log on the bottom rotary, and on the top rotary, get it to distance, bearing, and time. Push enter twice, and you'll see here you can advance the next waypoint by pressing the increase button and go back using the decrease button. So we have a waypoint 1 at 7.1 nautical miles away. Now we want that thing to show up on your HSI so you can navigate. So click on nav, Doppler GPS on, distance is showing now. And this is where we're going, 1. So that's that. Simple enough. Okay, now in order to taxi, you want to unlock your tail wheel, advance and push forward in your cyclic, and let this thing start to roll. You might have to give it a little bit of collective to advance it forward. Taxi, 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 taxi. And the rest is your standard taxi. Give a little bit of rudder to rotate the aircraft. And you might have to give it a little bit of opposite rudder to counteract the rotational inertia. So we're going to continue taxiing. You can hover taxi if you want, but this may be easy, especially in tight spaces. Continue taxiing. Just like flying the aircraft. Okay, we're gonna head on over to the runway from this intersection. And set ourselves up for, line ourselves up for takeoff. This might get a little bit of getting used to, especially rotating the aircraft with the rudder. So you want to give it a little bit of left cyclic, left rudder, and a little bit of forward cyclic. Alright, once you're in position, we will set brakes, lock the rear wheel, and the way that we would count down a takeoff is your flight we will call torch in 5, which means torch means takeoff. In 5 means that in 5 seconds. So if your flight lead calls torch in 5, you want to count down in your head 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and be able to lift off. So you may want to advance your cyclic a little bit, collective a little bit, and be ready for it. So torch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off. And we would advance. Alright. Now we're up. Get your nose over. Get some speed. And get some altitude. Alright, we are going to go towards waypoint 1, which has moved to heading about 3.5, 3.4. So look at that HSI. We're headed towards the right direction now. And you can make your life a little bit easy by force trimming the bird, so you don't constantly have to put tension on your cyclic. And you don't want to overspeed the bird either. You'll see the aircraft turn into a rattle box once you get past 145, 150-ish. So control that with your collective and your cyclic. We're going to continue flying towards waypoint 1, which is, you can see it's starting to get to be closer and closer. And if we do it right, we will see a green smoke pop up. Alright, 5K to go. And another thing that we're going to have to do in this whole navigation is visually fly. So I've actually set the waypoint at one of the highway intersections. So if you know that, you can tell yourself, well, I'm going to fly next to that highway. Now, during the mission, you may be asked to fly along a power line, light, a road, a building, a mountain range. So there's going to be some visual cues in flying. But you can always rely on your waypoint as well. So we're getting close, one click away, and if we do it right, we should see a green smoke pop up. Come on. Here it is. We successfully reached our waypoint. And we weren't that far off. So if you want to go to waypoint 2, advance this. Now you saw the HSI move. And you make the necessary course correction. Well, folks, that is it for the tutorial. Hopefully it was easy enough, and hope to see you on Saturday.